just either ask, and we'll just say, do L4-5 or do L5S1 or something like that. Okay, and we expect that you are at least reasonably in the area. All right, if we think you are like totally off, like we say do L4-5, and you decide to like palpate somewhere odd, we may recheck it. But other than that, we're kind of just looking for you to be in the general region, because we know that 9 out of 10 times you might get more than one level, and you might miss the level you want anyway, right? That's current evidence. Okay, so I have Mike on his side. What do I do? What do I do now? How far do I want Mike from me? Yeah, I mean, I put my fist down, and I want to see, I don't know, what is that, half a foot maybe between me and him? Somewhere where when I roll him, I'm certainly not going to roll him off the table, but I'm not going to have to lean way over to get him. Okay? All right, so I make sure he's in a pretty good position. What do I do next? Okay, so let's just say I'm going to do L4-5, right? Find his iliac crest. If you just come straight down and you put your finger right there, that's good enough for me. You don't need to sit there and mark it with a pen and, but in clinical reality, if I was to give you a very specific level, that's what I'd kind of like you to do, okay? For the thoracic spine, I might just say, look, do a mid-thoracic level. Pick something between T4 and T6 or something like that, all right? Okay, so what do I do next? Okay, so I gotta flex his legs, right? So what are my options for flexing his legs here? I can do both or one, right? If I do both, I can just bend his knees, right? Kind of use my hip over here, right? And just flex them until I feel some separation at that particular level. Then I can hold him there, let the bottom leg straighten out. And then I can kind of put this top leg down. I can just kind of check it a little bit if I want to here. Or you can just straighten this out, take the top leg, right, and then just take it and kind of try to find the level. That's generally okay as well. All right, so what do I do next? Switch my hands, right? Okay, now what do I do? Okay, so I'm gonna grab his bottom shoulder here. Don't pull on me, okay? And I'm gonna rotate him until I feel what? Okay, rotation of which spinous process? The one, the cephalic one or the caudal one? Right, and I'm feeling it go which direction? Right, into my finger. Okay, once I got that, I'm gonna take this hand and do what with it? Okay, I'm gonna slide it through. I'm gonna take this forearm, put it down against his body and sandwich it between my body. Right? Okay, now I have my thumb on which side? The near side or the underneath side, and of which vertebra? So my thumb is on which side of the spinous process? On the top vertebra. Okay, right. So it's closest to me on the top of L4, right, or the side closest to me. My other hand is on the bottom, right? Okay, so what am I going to do next? What's my last step here? Well, not my last step, but my next major step. Log roll him just a little bit towards me, right? Okay, so once he's towards me, all right, what am I going to do now? Okay, so I'm going to take up that tension and just kind of say, all right, how we doing there, Mike?
Doing well.
You okay? If your fingers don't stay specifically in the spot, I'm okay with that. All right? Doing okay? No pain, no problems there? Okay. All right? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just give it a bit of a thrust. You okay with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, I'm going to bring him down. Yeah. That's my thrust. Okay? Now, let me take it through you with the level of communication that I'd like to see you do. All right, so Mike, sit up. Right, I walk in, I go through my informed consent process with Mike. Right, I think you have a bit of a set problem in your back, or you just seem to have a lack of mobility in your back. I think we should do some thrust manipulation. The advantages of that are it's going to get you moving. It frees that up, might decrease pain. Alternatives, we can use non-thrust manipulation. That just may work a little bit slower, and this may work a little faster. The non-thrust is just we take you to the end and we just kind of stretch it. The risks are really very low. You might get a little sore, generally comparable to exercise. Are you okay with that? Yeah, okay, good. I said that a bit quick. You can see it on the Kaltura though, but that's the gist of it. Five areas, right? Okay, so Mike, go ahead and lie down on your side for me. All right. Okay. All right, so Mike, I'm just gonna put you in a bunch of different positions. Any pain at any time, just let me know. Okay? All right, stay nice and relaxed for me. Feel this. All right. Good. just leave that leg just like that. Good. Okay. Get them flexed. Switch my hands. Give me this. Good. Just stay nice and relaxed. Good. Okay. Put that behind your head. Good. All right. Lay towards me. All right, Mike, I'm just going to take up a little pressure here. You feel okay there?
Yeah.
Any problems with that?
No.
Okay, I'm going to hold that there a couple seconds. You feel okay with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. All right, Mike, just relax. Take a nice deep breath in. Let it out for me. All right, good. And do my thrust, which I just already did. That's what I'm looking for. That's done. We grade it. Say, all right, look at your next column. You're going to do a cervical or thoracic. And you go back through, pick the right card, and then you just go do it. You don't have to reconsent them or anything like that. Make sense? Questions?
So there's no case for the second one, you're just picking out of all the cervical and
No. The cards have little mini cases on them. Try to make that clear. So you will have 4 mini cases for the lumbar, 4 mini cases for the thoracic, 4 mini cases for the cervical. You will pick the most appropriate case of the 4 cards for the lumbar. Done. Then you will decide, I'm doing cervical or thoracic. You'll pick the most appropriate case for the column that you chose, hand it to your grader, and then go ahead and do the manipulation. And like I said, if the cases are not great. They're not great. Okay. Make sense? All right, let's go practice that manipulation. We'll walk around.